Normally, when I'm eating lunch, I'm not only consuming what's on my plate, during the meal, I'm always simultaneously consuming content, whether that be TV, YouTube, or reading a book. Being alone with your thoughts, I find this one of the hardest things to do. Just sitting with me, not being influenced by a podcast, TV show, or a YouTube video. Just sitting in silence. But I am trying it today. The other day I was in a hotel and I wanted something healthy, something nourishing, so I looked at the menu and I saw a avocado sandwich on the menu, and it would have avocado on there, and it would also have an egg on there, and it would be pretty pricey. It was $17, and I thought, well, I'm just gonna get it because it will be tasty. And oh yeah, it also had arugula on there, and I have some arugula left from another meal, so I'll make that with it as well. And the sandwich was one piece of bread, one slice of bread, and the slice of bread was half of the size of this one. Half of it. It was only half of an avocado and half of an egg for $17. So expensive. So today, my sandwich is gonna be a lot cheaper because all of this together isn't even $17, and it will be super tasty as well. So for this experiment, not even headphones with music, but just me, myself, and I, and my food. Good thing this isn't a cooking channel because this might not be super aesthetically pleasing, but I am 100% sure it is going to be delicious. I'm eating solo and in silence because I want to give myself a chance to not be distracted by thoughts and opinions of others. So I'm trying to sit by myself, enjoying my food, and getting to know myself just a little bit better. I'm observing what's going on in my head, and admittedly, it's a little uncomfortable. It helps that I'm not completely alone, and the beauty of this companion is that he won't share his opinion with me, other than, of course, wanting a bite of my sandwich. When I finally settle in and get used to the fact that the continuous influx of information and noise has finally stopped, that's when my brain has the freedom to think about all the thoughts that normally get completely washed out by all the content and media that I consume. And those thoughts are sometimes really nice, but lately they're often not so nice. And that's why silence can be so difficult to experience at times. But it allows me to process these thoughts and emotions, give them a place, so I can move on and figure out what the next steps are. And the best part of having a meal with no other company than my own thoughts is letting my brain have room to exist in basically emptiness, in space, which allows creativity to spark. And you know what? Don't get me wrong. I love me some YouTube, to be honest. I watch a lot of YouTube, and obviously I create videos as well, but it's just good to turn it all off once in a while. A silent solo meal is a great way to, check in with yourself. I always have a notebook at hand as well if any cool ideas pop up or thoughts that I would like to hold on to or maybe turn into videos, ironically. And the choice of a notebook rather than on my phone is deliberate. Yes, I do like jotting down notes on my phone as well, but I'm getting more and more into the habit of writing down my ideas in an analog way, since the draw to break the silence with the phone is just way too much. It's so easy to then turn on a video or put some music on. My phone is actually in another room on silent, so I can really have these few minutes to myself. So old-fashioned pen and paper with me while I eat so I can brain dump if necessary. And I'll talk more about my note-taking and journaling habits in my next video. But if I can make a recommendation, don't watch that video during a future lunch. Maybe try and eat solo and in silence as well. You might be surprised of how difficult that can be, but trust me, it's also incredibly rewarding.